And thanks for joining today's brief ease of data access demonstration I'm going to show you. So basically what I'm showing you today is the fact that you're not just tied to signing into our core systems to see our data. There's lots of ways you can access it with one click, pending, of course, security privileges and all, of course, those things, they can be tokenized. And actually not only see the data in custom views that don't require you to log into our system, but also even get access to directly go into the system when you see something you need to act on. So a couple quick examples. We're doing this basically because everything's being moved to the web, and our third-party partners are doing that too. So with our core product, our new payroll product, web-based product called Cohesion, that allows you to run all the payrolls and all those things just strictly as a web-based product. Our partner E1 has also moved their data tools called PopDoc to the web also. So uh, for example, right now I'm just on a blank web page tab. Maybe I'm working in our systems, doing other stuff. I have these things called widgets, and what widgets are one-click views into your data that have been customized to whatever you want. So, for example, let's say I'm a payroll manager or a CIO or a CFO or a CEO, and I'm on vacation and I want to see what's going on in my company. I can pull out my tablet and say, "Show me my payroll schedule." And I can choose which corporation I want if I have multiple PEO companies, or I can simply select them all if I want to see them across all my companies. Let's just say I'm using this fictional PEO company. I can see my payroll schedule for this year or any other view I want. So, and of course, I can sort, filter, do all those types of things. But say, for example, I want to come in and just see this week's payroll. So right here, here's a custom view I've created that shows me this week's payroll across, all my users. And it's even color coded. It recognizes what's going on. And basically what it's saying here is anything in red is something where the process date has passed and we haven't completed the payroll yet. So something's wrong. And obviously this is demonstration data, so I haven't run all these payrolls. Anything in green, those are payrolls that are scheduled to be run today. By process date, you can use check date if you prefer, et cetera. You can add and remove columns. You can change whatever you want, whatever the view that you want to see. And the nice thing too is, this is kind of just sorted by, the process date. I can come in here and say, well, show me by user, and let's see it by all the users what's going on. This user has 3 payrolls to run today. This user has 1 payroll to run today. These users are behind on their payrolls, et cetera. So I can customize this view immediately with a couple clicks. I can see what's going on in my organization without being signed into the system, et cetera. It's just based upon the fact that I have user access to this data based upon what I want to see. But the nice thing too is the second step of this is if I'm looking at this thing and I'm a payroll user or a payroll manager and I want to react to something like this, maybe run one of these payrolls, I actually can right click here and assuming proper security privileges, I can actually jump into the core system, in this case, the payroll cockpit where I actually run my payrolls and kick off any payrolls that need to be taken care of today. So a quick and easy way to see data. I'm using payroll as an example, but it's really anything that's critical in your organization. For example, I've got this widget over here, this change request, this change history widget that shows, hey, these are the changes that have happened recently with my employees. So, and I can even sort that again. Say, show it by employee. I want to see any changes that happened to this employee, I inactivated them or whatever. And again, I can right click and jump right into the core system and open up that employee's record and now make any changes, et cetera. So whether I'm viewing the data outside the system or within the system, it all seamlessly works together and lets you view the data the way you want beyond kind of our logically organized software. And in fact, it doesn't tie up users, doesn't tie up bandwidth, things like that. So you can actually go ahead and have these custom views of whatever you want to see in the system. Okay, well, thanks for watching this presentation and watch for more coming.